as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New Orleans Saints.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Steps away. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A first run now for Kyren Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Williams. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
When you look at this Saints defense,
they come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tua.
that one complete. It's Tank Dell.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here we go. Tonight.
Here's Fields.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Now Fields.
He finds Austin complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Hey, 319. Go.
Out of the gun, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14 yards.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Fields. That's caught. It's Austin left side.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Calvin Austin.
The Saints at 4-10 now on the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Flush to his right. Out of bounds right around the 20.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Here we go. 319.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go. 58,
Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
58, Go.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Here we go. All right.
will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And you can bet when they were in that huddle, there's definitely some urgency because I'm sure they were saying to each other, we got to push this one in right now so we don't have to run this on 4th down, and there'll be extra bodies in the hole. That's excellent work there at the point of attack. All it takes is one little crease as he fights his way into the end zone.
The try here for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score is Saints 7, Jets nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down.
A big pickup there on the run. 43 yards on the ground. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Kyren Williams, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. Move it, right?
From the gun, here's Fields.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and forever.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. 3-19, Hey, 10. Go.
They snap it to Fields. Another catch from Melton.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of the first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On play action, here's Tua. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Milton Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Tua going to throw.
Under pressure, they got him again.
D.J. Johnson.
In there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
Looking to pass. Tua.
That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer.
A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That is caught.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
And the Jets.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, long. Hey.
Now Williams running left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Now Tua. Flushed out right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Ready.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Saints 7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go. Right.
On play action, Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Time out, sir. Chips back.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd.
Here we go, sir. Right.
Fields now to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
To the air again, Fields. Quick slant complete to Melton.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And we'll get it out to midfield. Let's say they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
From the 50, here's Fields.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Calvin Austin.
Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Score Saints 14, Jets 10.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. A good position to be in here, second and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Here's Tua
at the 36-yard line.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's third.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. But he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Play action. Now it's Tua. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua, the final shot before half. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the halfway that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here we go. Green 19, let's go. Right.
Here's Fields. Now he's loose at the 40. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Bo Melton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of a yard.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
New York.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he stopped immediately there. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
New York.
Go ahead.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Man open left side. It's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Get right here. Hey, out.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give him credit but excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now it's Fields. That's caught. It's Austin left side.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
A gain of 17
He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Fields. Austin is there and brings in another one.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Back to throw. Fields.
And that is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back, who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here we go. We're good. Turbo, sir. Right.
Fields throwing again.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Going quickly out to the right side.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, that's it. All right, fellas.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Tua going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Jets on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, New York.
Mike Evans, 34 yards.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Jets will line up for a
Tua going to try and throw for it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and the deficit stays right where it is.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away.
And a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Finding Hardman here over the middle.
A gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Fields. This pass complete to Martin.
Fields.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. Another catch from Martin.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a give up the middle to Williams.
And they'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. Now to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Go ahead.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
To the right side and caught by Dell.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 12.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Up the middle, it's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Montez Sweat with the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Tua sets up to pass it. A short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
A gain of 13 yards.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Ready to stand.
Williams will score. Touchdown, New York. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
It's a gain of 14
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes. Might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go, shot.
Here's Fields.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough.
It's 4th down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Here we go.
Now Fields. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
319, get to that. No. Up. Tonight.
Back to throw. Fields.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
First and 10.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now. All eyes on Fields. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here we go. 575. Go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Loss of 9 on the play.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now.
They'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams... talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
22.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Kadarius Toney on the return. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Tua.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now. This is second and 1. Now Tua.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they were just hoping for something to go their way. A tip ball, a penalty, anything to get them within shouting distance of field goal range. But now, with the clock where it is, this is going to take something close to a miracle to pull this one out.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long.
One final try for Tagovailoa.
This ball intercepted. Picked up by Boyer Martha. And the Saints are going to hang on on the final play, they get the turnover to seal this football game. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for New Orleans, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.